podcast by Virendra.
Welcome to podcast by Virendra. This is your host Virendra Singh Rawat. In this episode being recorded on the 1st of May 2026, I shall talk about the prospects of the international oil cartel slowly collapsing due to the Gulf crisis and the ongoing US-Iran standoff. After the war broke out 2 months back between the joint forces of USA and Israel on one side and Iran on the other, the global economy has been facing an unprecedented oil crisis. Although a fragile ceasefire between the warring sections holds, yet the Strait of Hormuz in West Asia, which accounts for the supply of nearly 20% of the world's oil and gas trade, has been practically shut. Recently, the United Arab Emirates, or the UAE, which has among the largest oil reserves in the Gulf region, announced to exit the OPEC grouping. OPEC, or the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, was formed in 1960 as an intergovernmental cartel enabling the cooperation of top oil producing countries to collectively influence the global oil trade and maximize profits. Since UAE was facing hurdles in exporting oil from the Strait of Hormuz, UAE decided to unilaterally quit the group. This allows UAE to increase production and sell oil freely without the OPEC mandated quotas for its member countries. In fact, the idea of a global oil cartel collapsing has long been predicted, but it managed to hold so far. OPEC has seen exits before also, with countries like Qatar and Indonesia having left or suspended membership. However, these departures did not fundamentally destabilize the cartel because those nations were comparatively smaller producers. But UAE is different. Its exit could create a precedent for other mid-sized producers such as Kuwait and Nigeria to reassess their own membership and leverage the current geopolitical situations. However, any discussion on OPEC's future must also consider the broader OPEC Plus alliance, which includes major non-OPEC producers like Russia. Meanwhile, the breaking of OPEC is likely to spur competitive and less predictable oil market. Without coordinated production limits, countries might increase output to maximize revenue, especially during periods of high demand for energy. This could result in oversupply and downward pressure on prices. In the short run, lower oil prices might benefit consumer economies such as India and China, which are major importers and are largely energy deficient. Well, this is all we have today. Thanks for listening to podcast by Virendra. Until next time, bye-bye.